Okay, now we're going to be joined by Dylan Burley. Dylan has been with our business, almost a whole year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we still haven't given you that pink slip yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet,
Not
okay.
yet.
And I know you've been in the home improvement, bathroom remodeling for about 3 years, going on 4, right?
Yep.
So you're not quite the grizzled veteran that Jeff is,
Not quite.
but you lack the hair just like him, just like your dad,
Yeah,
right?
thank you very much.
So, anyway, I want to ask you some questions that really maybe aren't as product related, Dylan, but more are about selling this product, but as a newer person. So you've been at it for about 3 years, and you're also being asked to sell a product that's been in the United States for a couple of years. So newer to the United States, although not new, but newer to the United States. So how do you get over those challenges? One, being kind of newer into the bathroom remodeling industry, and then secondly, having a newer product that you're working to sell on calls on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, so I think trying to not be intimidated is the biggest thing. Everybody, like you'd said, it's newer to the United States. So it's newer to us, it's newer to everyone that works here, that sells
Sure.
it. So doing my best to take every call as a learning experience. If there's something that I don't know, not getting flustered, trying not to fumble over my words, and just be honest with them and say, hey, I'm not sure, let me find that out for you. Let me give you a call back, or hey, I'm not sure, after I leave here, I'll give you a call, I'll send you an email, I'll be able to get that information for you, instead of trying to skirt around it or lying to
Make some stuff up.
Right. Yeah, that doesn't help them or me out.
No, absolutely. So you mentioned about bumbling and fumbling. You mentioned about that, and when you sell something new, obviously the words are unfamiliar, the product terminology is unfamiliar. So how do you get prepared when you're preparing for those calls, with those first calls, so that you don't feel like a complete idiot and you're bumbling and fumbling over every word? How did you do that? How did you practice? How did you get better?
Yeah, so I started out, I actually came up with a script and gave it to my wife, and we practiced at home.
Did she buy?
Not yet. I'm still working on it. She's that long play. So yeah. But we worked on it at home, and then I actually came back to our conference room and would do the same thing. And just, did that a few times, and then I kind of dove right into it, because there's nothing like the real thing.
Sure.
And there wasn't anything that I could script that would cover every question anyone's going to have. Every day I get a new scenario, I get a new question, different measurements, different sizes, and everybody's bathrooms are different. And so just trying to, take everything on and learn as I go, I think is the biggest thing. And there's still times where I'll fumble my words. There's still times where I'll get off the phone, or I'll leave somebody's house and I'll say, oh man, why the heck did I say that, But that's okay, because I'm learning, the nice thing is the customer doesn't know any different. If I fumble over something, they don't know anything different to, what I had in my head or what I had prepared. So that's the nice thing, is I'm not trying to recite something over and over and over for somebody, for their approval. I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to feel more comfortable.
Okay. Now, obviously, you have very few, if any, gray hairs, unlike me, which I'm needing to get my $9.99 hair solution here very shortly. But you are selling to people like me and my wife, where we're in that 29 plus, let's say, age bracket.
Right.
So when you're selling to people, maybe they're 50 plus, how do you gain credibility where somebody says, "Oh, I'm going to be okay buying from a young guy"?
Yeah, so I think when I first, talk to them, enter the home, I try to be as respectful as possible. Like you said, they are older. They have been through a lot more things than I have. They've been around a lot longer. So, they may look at me, someone who's a little bit younger, someone who's got tattoos, someone who's got a big beard, and, think, what's this guy talking about?
Right.
A lot of times people have made up their mind is before or right when you walk in the door.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to be as knowledgeable as possible and trying to be honest with them, trying to help them out. There's nothing I can do. There's no point in me pushing something that they don't need.
Okay.
And so showing them that I'm trying to help them out, showing them that, you know, I'm going to help them the best that I can find a solution. And if I'm not able to, see if I can refer them to whatever that solution may be.
Sure.
But try to do everything that I'm able to try to help them. I'm also a high school football and wrestling coach.
Okay.
So that's always a good connection too, because everybody's, you know, they've got grandkids, they've got kids of their own that are playing sports. So that's another thing, is trying to find that connection.
Sure.
Whether it's a mural to Batman in a bedroom they've got that I can show my tattoos to, or whether it's a TV show that they like to watch, whatever it is, trying to build a personal connection to them helps out a ton and really alleviates the tension.
So they feel comfortable.
Absolutely.
With you. Excellent. Okay. Well, Dylan, thanks so much for sharing your insights as a younger guy, and then we had Jeff sharing his insights as a very old guy. And to wrap this up, just say, you know, I'm Mike, obviously, with Innovate Building Insights, the host. And for anybody who is interested, you can certainly go in the description box below. And if you click on there, you can get some samples, get your hands on this stuff, to see, touch, feel it. If you're interested to explore potentially being a dealer, certainly feel free to give us a call, 888-467-7488. And I'd be glad to chat with you about the product and the process and how to be successful with it in the market. And obviously, if you do want more content about bathrooms, whether it's shower bases, wall panels, being a dealer, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're putting content out probably one every week or two, so we'd love to help you further in your business. So thanks so much for joining us today. I hope you learned a few things from both Jeff and Dylan. I know I have, and we'll look forward to being of service to you in the future. Thanks so much.